I am still far from flawless. I still make mistakes. I've done things that I'm not proud of. But I will never stop trying to be a better version of myself than I was yesterday. Growth is the new gangster. Stay out the cage.
We're here at THC Revamp. I want to give a big shout out to our sponsors, Fly Little Birdie, Illegal Merchandise and BattleRap.au. On my right, all the way from the Apple Isle, we've got C Rossi, ladies and gentlemen.
Everyone head to shopcrossi.com. Make sure you read the description so you know what's going on with the merch. Let's get it. Let's go.
And on my left, all the way from Newcastle, via Melbourne local, make some noise for Erik Devine!
It's Erik Devine. Shout out to the Sunny. Big love. Let's do this.
We've already done the coin toss and C Rossi is going first. Round one on C Rossi.
Let's go, Melbourne.
So I'm fresh off a plane, spitting sets on the stage against a competitive mate, and his name is Erik Devine. Interstate and I'm game, so best remember the name, because every time that I'm rapping, I'm representing my state. Got determination every single word that I say. Can't believe I fucking paid my way to battle today. A depressive state that puts you in when Erik's rap's getting played. So when I'm done listening to a song that he's made, I got to book a session with a therapist just to get my playlist to change. When I got hit up about this battle, I was stepping out of my comfort zone, writing derogatory rhymes against someone I actually like. But to be honest, it took me by surprise, because when I used to listen to Empty Gucci Wallet, I didn't know this guy was actually so broke he couldn't afford to buy a drink all night. So even when he's done with the battles, you can catch him at the bar swapping drinks for rhymes, but the only reason you buy him a drink is so he will shut the fuck up, because he's more annoying than a high-pitched wind chime on a windy night when you're outside having a smoke before dinner time. And I'm sorry if that was a little bit wordy. You might not understand what I'm saying if your intelligence for battle rap isn't sturdy, but let me just say something so you can understand perfectly. Erik Devine rhymes with shit all the time. And considering you're shit all the time, you're losing tonight. You're even losing inside. You ain't got control of your mind, because every time you're closing your eyes, you're seeing me delivering bars with impeccable time from every direction, so now you're losing your sight. And now you can't judge the distance where I'm attacking the mic. You've never been exposed to catastrophic rhymes that be leaving you blind. Looking like manners ill if you rapped about being broke all the time and had the presence of a severely autistic kid who's still stuck in his mind about the fact his mum used to forget to buy groceries every time Centrelink flicked her a dime. We can go back and forth insulting each other all day, but it doesn't matter whose bars are better anyway, because no matter what we say, nothing can change the fact your face looks like a pancake that was squished by a baffle plate. And it's no wonder you're getting demented faced by a fireplace, because every single line that I spray is 1,000 reasons you should never battle again. I'm serious, mate, I'm looking out for you, hey. The only time you're spitting heat is extinguishing flames, so step out of the way. This youngin's about to do it with a bare minimum, like 2 sticks and a fuckload of time in the day, because watching me struggle to get it burning like igniting a stick in the rain is more entertaining than anything this disfigured stick figure was hoping to say.
We got round one on Erik Devine, let's go!
So, apparently this bloke's done a bit of boxing. After this, I guess we'll see whose punches got the harder hits. To me, C Rossi sounds like a tropic class of fish, or an exotic pasta dish, or Valentino's cook cousin on a moped like, you're not as fast as this, while you're burning laps rocking past the kid. You want fire? Lucky you got an arsonist, because this Rossi flop ain't got a spark to spit. I'll get this clownfish chopped up and carved to bits, and then sprinkled on spaghetti like parmesan. So there's your class of fish, and your pasta dish, that I'ma lower him down into his casket with. No doubt the C Rossi's got guts, but you're about to see Rossi drop nuts, cunt. At the bar, he can't speak properly off guts, and that ain't even the bar about to knock Rossi punch drunk. He's not bad when you're speaking of a young chump, but a yesterday's battle just means you're a dumb cunt. You should link with Chazza for reaction to this video so we can see Rossi get pumped, cunt. See, Rossi's mates dogged him, egging him on to get cocky. Honestly, probably wanted Rossi to get body. I'll golly hock on Rossi's noggin, blaring Greeley's rapper tag, then start popping lock in the posse shop while I'm sealing the plastic bag. I got a zip locked. I'm propping him in a coffin because he stood up to the mic tonight and I fucking dropped him. This proper flop wants it, ain't a knock to his conscience. Melbourne will look like Nagasaki the way that these bombs dropping. This is God's problem, I am not stopping. The crowd just watch on as you get stomped on. Let him drown in a pond like, what are you doing in my swamp, dog? You just wandered into the wrong forest. Want to kick it at this level, but you're not on it. If you think you got this settled, then you're not honest. Hope you didn't link your pinkies. That's a dog promise. It's one that could never be kept. It was not on it. You must have a big mouth for what you came to talk. Either that or got a fucking brain disorder. These are episodes of Saw. My game's set to torture. You start spitting, I'm brain dead with boredom. Your irrelevant Maltese are definitely faulty. Instead of insulting, he'll sound incredibly salty. Your jealousy's bulging from your head, it's repulsive. It should be repetitively bolted and then get fed to the vultures. And speaking of which, you got your CV backwards when applying to the culture. He flew in, took what he could get, then bolted. Now he's back battling, the rest is told he's just one more tall, skinny fence I've bolted. And this is round one, just a warning shot. I got a round drum, I'm just pouring drops. I'm at the pump full of petty at the corner shop and I'ma light this cunt when he's talking stops.
Round two on C Rossi.
Let's go!
I came out of my way to come here today so you could battle in front of your hometown, but somehow your home crowd doesn't seem excited about the local kid versing a challenging face. And even if you got a slightly louder embrace when they were announcing our names, I can still make all that change when I reveal the obvious truth. You're the lamest rapper to come out of this state, no matter how many words you can fit into a sentence or however many relatable bars you can say. Because all anyone ever sees when they look at you as a special needs kid getting carried away. I'm actually surprised your supervisor let you battle today. You must be well behaved on excursions, eh? Probably guiding the group of weirdly illiterate dudes back to the place you stay, doing colouring-ins of your favourite Oz rapper within that certain time of day. Extracurricular activities include dressing up as a normal person and rapping at events that are played, but at the end of the day you're back in daycare eating fairy bread for breakfast, hanging out for morning tea, just trying to get fed for a change. I can't lie, I was quite keen to meet Erik Devine. Besides the fact he's such a nice guy and has had so many nice things to say about me tonight, he's actually not a bad rapper if you block one ear and don't have the volume up too high. And if you squint your eyes, he kind of looks like a normal guy, it's just super high. The best part about Erik is he's harmless as a fly. I don't need to worry about stepping outside and getting bashed by 5 guys because I told him he looks like an autistic kid with a shit life, because it's true and honesty is obviously something he projects in his rhymes. Seriously, bruz, you're the bitches to cunts. More bitch than a litter of pups. I know if you and your mates stood up, I'd knock you down one by one, then grab that notebook you're writing those raps in and rip it the fuck up, because I ain't got time to hear you rapping about being sad cuz when I've also been through some bad stuff. You want to know why we're standing here? Because we made it through, and projecting those thoughts is what a man does. I'm trying to say I'm the biggest man, but I know I got courage when I spit it like this, and I ain't taking no for an answer when they're asking if I got self-belief, because I proved it to myself and everybody in this room. When they needed someone to battle Erik Devine, I put my fucking hand up.
Round two on Erik.
Let's go. He's feeling cocky after that laugh with chuckles, but it's round 2 now, but you start to buckle. Saying yesterday's battles when you ask for trouble, because this is about to hit like some brassed up knuckles. Your legacy gets abandoned with me. I only wish your ancestry could see young Rossi here as he stands to the feet, that I'll burn every branch on the family tree. He's always talking big moves. This man's a tease. When I found out who I was battling, I was a man at ease. I'll wear the cunt out like fans in manners tees and then beat him till snot dribbling like manatees. till snot dribbling like... Oh shit, sorry. Sorry, right? Till he's snot dribbling like manatees. Oh shit, sorry boys.
Run it back.
I'll run it back. Sorry. So, he's always talking big moves. This man's a tease. When I found out who I was battling, I was a man at ease. I'll wear him out like fans in manners tees until he's fat with snot dribbling like manatees. Yeah. Oh, fucking hell. Anyway, everyone said I was too nice to Chazza. I already proved I got the metaphors and lines for crack up, so I'm gonna spit something different. You might like to back up and start finding a way to start hiding from the camera. You did pretty well against Chuckles. The rest would say it's true, but that's only because he underestimated you. And I know that's all just yesterday's news, but your hot streak's gonna get wrecked today, dude. Your angles were whack. Just remembering it now, would have got smacked by a member of the crowd. But one little fact, at the end in your third round, all those perv jabs sounded like projections from your mouth. Picture him in his room, prepping to sprays and disses with in-depth descriptions of perving on underage naked women. When you rehearse that shit and then get in front of a crowd to say and spit it, all it does is begs the question of what's going on in your brain hidden. Calling someone sus in a battle ain't much to show, but I got taught growing up that it takes one to know one. Your pattern recognition for suspicious activities got me actually thinking that this ain't just a persona. Throwing out these accusations like that really just shows where Caden's mind's at. Now if you could, I bet he'd take it right back, but it don't really matter what you say tonight, lad, because even if you don't think what I just said is true, that's how your own words can really start wrecking you. So for all the up-and-comers who are stepping in the booth, this is nothing more than a lesson for the youth. Your satire, when shit is getting heavy, might backfire like a 57 Chevy. So that's why That's why I'm quick to second guessing, because that guy just spitting was a blessing. Watching back your battle was like picking up a weapon. Your own words scattered paint the pictures I presented. Now you'll always have to wait and think of your next sentence to avoid repeating tonight, where Rossi got bodied by Rossi in the second. Let's fucking go!
Round 3 on C Rossi, let's do it.
Go. I know this guy puts hours of effort into his rhymes. But me, I just do it in my spare time when I'm not sinking piss in my Uncle Brett or working late nights. I wonder how far I could take it if I dedicated with a pattern to pen recording tracks in the booth every day. I would surpass Erik Devine in a weekend if I put my head down and made time. But I've been setting everything else in my life up first, so I've got a foundation when it's game time. But I guarantee most cunts coming up in the scene don't know how to file their taxes or have a backup plan just in case their music isn't accepted like they envision because they spray rhymes. But to me, that sounds like a one-way ticket to being a washed-up rapper who hasn't experienced the things they need to have a fulfilling great life. But I ain't going to be a foul lyricist with a pocket full of change just trying to scrape by, because I've got that game face. Every day I wake up, I don't know how to slow down the pace I've created in my mind's eye until I reach success, while Erik Devine will still be doing arts and craft in that fucked up daycare playtime. I ain't gonna waste time. You want to disrespect each other? Fuck it, I'll spit some real hate rhymes. Probably get locked up for a hate crime when I say Erik Devine will be a school shooter if you had the chance to grab an AK and take game side at the bullies that gave him that permanent facial disfiguration because he expressed his true feelings through a rap and made it known he ain't fine. And considering your waist high to every classmate you've ever had, it's amazing how tall your ego gets when you battle rap on stage, guy. I don't see anything wrong with spraying down a few K9s because they turned you into the elephant man with a strange passion for rapping on bass lines and the complete unawareness you look like the most retarded cunt I've ever met. Got hit by a train, then bit on the face by a great white. Hold it down. I hope that was impactful enough and I don't have to dive into expressive detail about why I hate this sea snail. Best believe my words are like the sharpest knife that can cut through any fish scale. I've seen guys impaled when the punchline hits like I was spear fishing in shallow waters, causing damage and wounds to any fish in the lagoon, so you know the point of what I was saying was obviously fatal. Probably gonna have to wind it back to catch every word of that. Like my life is on the line when I wind in my competition of rap. I've got a rapper on the hook and I better be mad when he meets his tackle box packed with the dopest rhymes ever rapped by an amateur in an event of Australian battle rap. That's C Rossi.
Erik Devine, let's go!
Let's go, Melbourne! Let's go. You look like the type of kid to be barking stories. Shut up. Yo. You look like the type of kid to be barking stories, telling his mates he racked the clothes that his auntie bought him. Can tell he's in the wrong crowd when he starts to talk. If he'd have asked for a half, would have charged $2.40. I'll roll his car backwards off a cliff with him in it, just now for talking. He'll be drowning in reverse like a fish out of water. You'll hear bloop in the distant sound of an orca. Hellbound oxygen down to a quarter. What now? If it's not frightening enough, lights shut down and the sirens are up. Stuck now, too late to try to budge. You just buckled under pressure like the Titan sub. This big boxer throwing jabs, thinking I can't see ya. Strategy a mile away through your demeanor. Throw a punchline, I'm a duck under the lane, and I'll flip him with a big F you like John Cena. My bars will choke you like an overspun mix. Your punches hitting like a My bars will hit you like an overspun mix. Your punches hitting like a broken clutched fist. I want to hit her what you're smoking up, kid, cause showing up here now you know is dumb shit. Thinks he's shooting for the moon, but it's the Challenger mission. Only took about a minute for him to crash as a victim. Now all I hear is racket from the witnesses who sat and just listen. I'm a word surgeon. You're just how I practice incisions. If anybody actively listens to what we've actually written, you'll be saying 3-0 like our mate named Neil just went back into prison. Since 16, you've aged a decade. It's just that quick. C Rossi, that rap kid's got a slip back disc. You are simultaneously the temper kicking twat kid and the pensioner pimp slapping him. Your physical self and subconscious should be battling. I told Jazza he was built like a child with the head of a pedophile, but this cunt flipped it. Imagine seeing this guy step in the dead of night. He's got the brain of a toddler with the body of a nonce. Whoever's picking my battle's got me fucking terrified. Nah, I'm just fucking around. I don't actually hate him, but he signed up for death. I just had to embrace it. I want to fight with the best. Back in the day, you had to climb for your reps, so you can take getting caved as a sign of respect. Let's fucking go, Melbourne.
Big shout outs to our sponsors, Illegal Merchandise, Fly Little Birdie, BattleRap.au, and Uncle Brett, you legend. I love you. We're on one.